Russian week, oh yeah, throwing money in the air. She's happy with my lady, other girls they wanna hate her. It comes with the territory, ball players wanna date her. All we got is loyalty, I'm treating you like royalty. I'ma spoil you every day of the week. Shot is in the basement party, yeah. Turn into the greatest party, yeah. Never see my baby coming. Just once, then we went up. Yeah. And my love tripping. Now I feel my body drifting. So she got me lifted, the mind tripping. She's so. Excuse her while she kisses the sky. Excuse her while she kisses the sky.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. The story of their last game was the ridiculous amount of time this guy spent in the end zone. Anytime he got a sniff of the goal line, he punched it in. All his touchdowns carried them to the win. Can he do it again here? It's the Ravens going up against the Jets. With that, let's get up to MetLife Stadium as we welcome in our guys, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come in playing reasonably well. Losers the last time out, but winners of 4 of 5 before that. Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, they've got all W's on the ledger so far, a perfect 6-0.
Yeah, still a long way to go in this season, but they're showing everyone early on that they intend to be there in the end.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback in his 6th season now out of Arkansas. It's Ryan Mallett.
And Ryan Mallett is one of those guys who wants to show off his arm all the time. Always has had one of the best ones, wants to play catch, wants to fire it. He just needs to show consistency as a leader in order to hold on to his starting position.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 69 yards. So on 4th down, here's Brandon Fields to kick this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now here come the Ravens. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. The defense came out with a look that they had prepped for all week to attack. They took advantage, got the first down.
And the key words in there, prepped for all week. They really studied them, understood their tendencies, knew what they liked to do, and prepared their game plan accordingly. And boy, the payoff was good.
And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass.
Every time I see a coach challenge a spot, that makes me a little bit nervous for that coach. Those are very difficult to get overturned.
Well, the biggest reason, correct me if I'm wrong, is just technology. A lot of times you just don't have the angle.
Yeah, I think all the coaches, when they want to challenge that type of a play, they want to put the magnets or the things, the sensors in the...
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Here's Mallett. His throw incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And some room to roam now. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Mallett now. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell him, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Only a yard there, so it brings up. Here's Brandon Fields now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Now this is fielded in the end zone. And he is out of bounds all the way up at midfield. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout. Injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that.
Here's Brandon Fields now as he's on to punt for New York.
Let's go, guys.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This will be fielded at the 17. And an alley to run. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens will extend their lead. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first. Here's Brandon Fields now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
So 2nd and 10 here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. A big pickup there on the run. 38 yards.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side.
They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. So we have reached halftime. Okay. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And he'll cut it to the left sideline. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there with a career-high 4-touchdown game. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Here's Brandon Fields now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. And he's got room. And he's loose again. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with an unbelievable 5th touchdown of the game. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Brandon, his 2nd punt return for a touchdown in this game. Where's Marvin? That's got to be somewhere near a record, right?
Well, it ties the record, as you know. Been done 14 times coming into 2016. Hasn't been done since 2012 until that moment. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They'll get a couple yards on that one. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They're going to look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it. Another good run there, and now we're seeing an offense that's imposed its will on a defense. When we talk about that all the time, what does it really mean? It means that the guys on the offensive line, they feel like they can do whatever they want. They're in the huddle saying, run it again. Give us another chance to smack someone and create some space. On the defensive side of the ball, not only have they imposed their will against you, you're almost powerless to figure out what you're doing there, but you got to keep your spirit up at the same time, and they're taking that too.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a jet shaking up on the play. While the trainers take a look. step aside.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. Joining only Gale Sayers' men with a 6-touchdown performance in a single game. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he?
Here's Brandon Fields now as they're for. Taken in at the 22. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And quickly they get to the line. They'll drop the throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a pickup of 19. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. Setting the NFL mark with his 7th touchdown of the game. And the Ravens add on.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to.
Here's Brandon Fields now as he's on to punt for New York.
Let's go, guys.
He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll give it to him right up the gut. There he goes left side. The 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there, extending the NFL record with his 8th touchdown of the game. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
12 yards there as they move the chains. And with that carry, he has done it. He breaks the single-game rushing record.
How about doing it in the spotlight of our game? How wonderful is that to see all those yards accumulated, culminating in a brand new NFL record.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback.
Come on, not fair.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards on the pickup, and that'll be good for a Baltimore first. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. They give it to him right up the gut. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And they'll go on the ground. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And partner, are you kidding me? With this game that he's having, we are in uncharted waters like we've never seen before.
Just think, if he keeps every football from all the touchdown scores.
Here's Brandon Fields now as he's on to punt for New York.
Let's go, guys.
And this will be taken at the 13. 31 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
All right, here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave him with a healthy distance still to go on 3rd down.
Let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
You're a crack at dawn, Monday morning coffee, strong pouring everything you got into a paycheck Friday night. You're a power stroke, diesel backhoe riding king, 18-wheeler driving, living life in between the lines of clocking in and quitting time. But then the 6-string circus comes to town.